Hello and welcome to our Calm Through the Chaos workshop event. We are so grateful that in your busy schedule during this busy holiday season, you took time to tune in and join us, or perhaps you're listening to the recording. Whatever it is, you're taking time out of your busy schedule, and we appreciate that. And we are going to be sure that we make this the best use of your time. But if you're here, it's because the idea of finding calm through the chaos was appealing to you. And I get it because it's appealing to us too. And what we want to do through these next 30 minutes with you tonight is to just give you some tips and ideas and strategies to help you stay calm through the chaos. Because, yes, it is a busy season, could be a really stressful season, but it can also be the most beautiful season if you approach it in that way. If you approach your mindset and have these little tips and tricks and mindset pieces to adapt into your routine as we head through these next few weeks, which are likely a little bit busier than the rest of the year, but can be done so and approached with such peace and calm and joy that allow you to stay calm through the chaos. So, my name is Megan Blinka, and I am honored to be able to kick us off tonight. Can't wait for you to hear from everyone else who's going to be speaking. But before we dive into that, I just want to give you one little base foundation piece on our hormone health before we get started. And this analogy helped me understand things so much more clearly. So we often think our hormone health is really centered around our sex hormones. That's what we've been taught. That's what we've been, we learn growing up. It's our estrogen, our testosterone, our progesterone, and that's not wrong. Those are our hormones, but they're just one piece to the bigger puzzle. The best analogy I can give you is to think of your hormone health with four legs of a chair, okay? We all know what four legs of a chair look like. One of those legs is, in fact, your sex hormones, but another one is your thyroid health. Your thyroid helps regulate your metabolism and your energy. Another leg is your insulin. That regulates the blood sugar within your body. Another one is your cortisol, and that's your stress response. So if we think of our hormone system, our whole endocrine system, our bodies with these four legs, when one leg gets interrupted, it can make your chair tilt a little bit more. So given this time of year is maybe a little more stressful, but we want to help you change that. But given that the stress could be higher, if you have a higher stress time experience, mentality, season, that can throw off your thyroid, that can throw off your blood sugar, your insulin resistance, your metabolism, that can throw off your cycle wildly. Stress literally wreaks havoc on our bodies in so many ways. But I hope now that you kind of can understand it, looking at it as four legs. Cortisol, that cortisol hormone is our stress response. That's one of our main legs in our body. If we can learn to manage that a little bit more smoothly through stressful times, then it can help balance the other things to not experience those other symptoms that sometimes you may get when you get stressed out. I'll give you mine. When I get stressed, I actually tend to lose my hair. That's like my body's response, which is just something I've noticed over time. I don't want to lose my hair. Knowing that helps me put in tactical tips and things to manage that a little more smoothly. So what we're going to provide you with tonight is a variety of things, taking you from your morning routine to relationships and your evening routine, and maybe a little sweet treat thing that you may not be thinking of, but you might walk away. Perhaps, I'm sorry if you add something to your Christmas list at the end of this, but we're going to be giving you little pieces that you can pull from to adapt into your everyday life that will help you manage your stress more easily, that will help you in turn keep your hormones happier in the calm through the chaos this season. I get to pass it over to Nico now. She's going to kick us off, and I can't wait for you to hear what she has to share.
Thank you, Megan. All right. I wanted to get in front of my Christmas tree. That also means I'm going to have dogs. I'm so glad that you're here, ladies. And our team really wanted to bring value to everybody that we invited here and talk about finding calm in the chaos, like two dogs surrounding me. So how I wanted to talk to you about that is how taking control of your morning can really set the tone for a very positive day. Now, we're talking about the Christmas season, which of course there is more obligations, there's more demands on our time. There's that added pressure of finding all the perfect gifts, right? The hostess with the most is making all the things. But what if we could create some calm in our day that would carry through, that would set the tone for our day and help us be more joyful, be more present, be more the person that we want to be, right? So what that can look like is instead of waking up, going to run for your cup of coffee, immediately getting on social media or your email where we're either comparing ourselves to other people or seeing what other people need from us, or jumping right up into making lunches, getting the kiddos ready and doing all the things, right? If we wake up and our feet hit the ground and we're in service to other people, we're sipping on a let's spike our cortisol, right? Our day can start off very anxiety ridden, very overwhelmed, very, and I don't know about you, but I don't need help with that in my day. So let me just say, I love to come into my family room every morning, turn on my tree and sit quietly. And if we can just give ourselves even a few minutes, we can really, again, set that tone for a more relaxed version of us to enter our day. So for me, it looks like journaling. It looks like taking a little time to read something. Again, just sit and be present before I get on with my workouts and on with my day. So that might look a little different for you. Again, you might want to listen to a guided meditation. You might want to follow along in a journal that's prompted for you, so you don't have to think, which is nice, but just answer the questions to get your mind right, to be looking for gratitude, to remind yourself, maybe even in a crazy season, because let's be honest, this season is joyful, but for a lot of people, it brings up a lot of different emotions. But setting our mind with gratitude, with what's right, maybe focused on our dreams, what we're working towards, what we're excited about, what we're proud of. Because ladies, we need to remind ourselves of that too. We can, again, really get ourselves in that space to be more resilient through our day. So again, lots of ideas. What will work for you? Maybe it's a morning walk in a snowy, dark, with not so many people around that just feels peaceful. So when you set the morning right, when we get our morning right, I have dogs batting at me left, right, and center. Talk about chaos. When we set our morning right, it just sets the tone for a better day. So how can we do that? We've talked about ideas. I wanted to talk about mornings for me because I'm trying to do things different. So I used to start my day, again, hopping on social, seeing what people needed from me while I was drinking coffee. It's not bad, but it definitely wasn't ideal for a few reasons. And again, if you can get really intentional with how things fit for you, you will learn about you. I learned coffee actually adds to my anxiety. It really like ramps me up and I don't need help with that. So having coffee, we wake up, we have a high cortisol. We have coffee, it spikes our cortisol. Maybe we do a workout, it spikes it again, right? Like if we're keeping it really high all day, cortisol is like taking precedent in our hormones. I don't want to get into all that because I have a few minutes here with you, but there's a hierarchy with our hormones and cortisol will always take precedent. So let's, again, create that calm in the chaos, that resilient version of us. And like I said, I'm trying to make change to my morning. So for me, I'm very excited to be trying the Hue and Grace morning routine. It's 3 products. It is a collagen that supports hair, skin, and nails, but also joints, tendons, and pelvic floor health. Women, ladies, a lot of us don't think about that, but we need support in that area, and actually collagen helps. It's a morning supplement that helps with stress defense. Listen, can a pill make us not stressed? No, but it can help our body fight that oxidative stress. Supplements supplement a healthy lifestyle, and that's what I'm looking forward to, that as well as the hydrate and detox. Because listen, I drink a ton of water, right? But I actually feel like my lips are a little bit dry and I feel like I could constantly be consuming more. So I'm personally wondering, am I actually hydrated or am I just drinking a lot of water? So for me, hydrate and detox is going to give me all those minerals I need and help me be hydrated while supporting my detox pathways to get rid of toxins that we take in, and, extra estrogens and things that we don't need because they can be very disruptive in our body. So I'm looking forward to making a morning routine change with the supplements from Hue and Grace, but I hope that I've given you ideas to create a morning routine for you. It might mean getting up a couple minutes early, and it might be creating healthy boundaries, like saying to your kiddos that are old enough to get it, like, mommy needs a few minutes by the Christmas tree to write in this journal, right? And just creating that for yourself. I promise you, we will enter our day in such a better space. So I'm going to give it to Tanya. She's going to help us manage family relations this holiday season. I very much appreciate you ladies. Happy holidays. And don't be afraid to reach out and chat more with the advocate that sent you here.
Hi, everyone. Tanya here. Oh my goodness. I am so excited to be part of tonight's event, Calm Through the Chaos, Hormone Support Through the Holidays. First of all, thank you, Nico, for sharing such fantastic tips about creating a morning routine. Morning routines are such a powerful way to protect your energy, especially during the holidays. But right now, I want to talk about family relationships. For many of us, the holiday season means spending time with family, which can be both wonderful and, let's be honest, stressful. Whether it's navigating challenging dynamics or simply trying to stick to your own healthy habits without offending anyone, the pressure can pile up quickly. So, can I start with a little confession? I consider myself health conscious, but when I'm around family, my people pleasing tendencies often just kick right in and take over. And I find myself skipping workouts, eating things that I know don't make me feel great, staying up way too late, and dropping habits that are so important to my mental health just to avoid hurting people's feelings or like causing a ripple in the Christmas vibe waves. And then do you know what happens? I feel drained, out of alignment, and less able to handle the challenging family members. Like, what's even the point if everything I'm skipping is making me less emotionally resilient? Can anyone else relate to that? So this year, I'm doing things differently. And I was so inspired by a podcast episode from Lori Harder's Earn Your Happy. Lori recommends choosing 3 things to communicate to your family that you need to have a joyful holiday. So, for example, here are my 3. 1, I'm sticking to my bedtime, even if that means excusing myself earlier than everyone else. And I'm continuing my workouts because they're like my reset button. And I'm going to limit alcohol to protect my energy and my emotional resiliency. It's all about communication and boundaries. Let your family know that these things help you show up as your best self and enjoy the season with them. I'll make sure that you have access to the podcast link that I just shared about. So, like, don't worry about taking notes or anything. Maybe we can figure out a QR code and drop it in. But okay, so there's another podcast that really shifted my perspective, and that was Mel Robbins' episode on transforming family dynamics. She introduces what she calls the let them theory. The idea is simple. Expecting family members to change is unrealistic. So instead of getting frustrated, choose to let them. Let them be themselves and focus on protecting your peace. For example, if a family member makes a critical comment, let them. Their opinion doesn't define you. If someone dominates the conversation or stirs up drama, let them. You don't have to take the bait. Mel reminds us that we have the power to create peace by shifting our mindset. Okay, I'm going to continue with the confessions. My toxic holiday trait is stress cleaning. When family visits, I go into like overdrive trying to make everything look perfect. But the thing is, perfect is unrealistic, and obsessing over things like the microwave tray or the counter behind the coffee maker is so bad for my mental health. But that actually just reminded me of a microwave cleaning hack that my best friend just shared with me. Microwave a bowl of water with half a lemon in it for like 5 minutes and then just wipe that microwave clean. Like, this hack is gonna blow your mind. It smells amazing and the microwave comes clean so easily. So maybe you can get that microwave clean without the stress this year. Okay, let me get back on track. Okay, so this year I'm committing to letting go of stress cleaning. I'm pretty sure my mother-in-law already knows that my house is not always this clean anyways, but bathrooms still need to be clean, am I right? And that's where hormone safe cleaning products come in. I am so thankful to be able to swap in Hue and Grace's plant-based non-toxic cleaners. They're effective, they smell amazing, and they're safe for both my family and the environment. These products are going to help you maintain a clean home without exposing yourself to unnecessary toxins, which is so important for hormone health. So if you just can't help yourself from the habit of stress cleaning, at least you won't be stressing your endocrine system at the same time. So here's a few reasons why I love them. They're made with coconut-derived ingredients, and they're gentle but powerful. They deodorize, they remove grime, and they're safe for almost any surface. Plus, they come in a beautiful glass bottle, so they're eco-friendly too. And if you're like me and you want healthy, clean home without the stress on your mind or your hormones, you're definitely gonna want to check them out. Okay, let's wrap things up. Remember, the holidays don't have to be perfect to be meaningful. Prioritize your well-being, set boundaries, and give yourself permission to say no to anything that drains your energy. Thank you so much for spending time with me. I hope these tips inspire you to navigate family relationships with more ease this season. So here's that QR code for the podcasts I recommended. And if you're watching this from your phone or catching the replay, just request the PDF from the advocate who invited you here tonight. Okay, now I'm ready to hand things over to Ashley, who'll be sharing tips on evening supplements and how they help you wind down and recharge during the holidays. It's all you, Ashley.
Thank you, Tanya. Such amazing tips. I hope you guys are having a great time. I absolutely am. I love these events, and I love that we all have a lot of really good stuff to share with you guys. My name is Ashley Roberts. I'm a certified personal trainer, certified nutrition coach. I am a mom of three. I feel like chaos is my middle name this holiday season, every holiday season, and with three kids. And I am also very tired. And that is something I want to talk to you guys about tonight, being tired. Also finding a little bit of that calm and how to have a better routine. Raise your hand if this is you. Right. I'll get to this book in a second. But first, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about that routine, about relaxation, sleep, how important it is that, especially in a season where we feel all of the chaos, that we do need to find the calm, right? One thing that can impact everything else going on in our body, our mood, our hormone function, our stress levels, is when we have a lack of sleep, when we struggle with that sleep. Excuse me. I know it's easier said than done. I need to get more sleep. Oh, sure, just magic wand, right? But sometimes it takes a little bit of extra, a little bit of help to really help us find a solid routine that helps us kind of calm down and wind down at the end of the day. I know for me, I found that having a solid nighttime routine is key when it comes to reducing my own stress and anxiety. So how do we wind down when we feel anxious, when we feel stressed, especially this time of year? Well, we have to set the stage. How do we do that? Well, sometimes it looks like a hot bath or shower, maybe a lavender body scrub, some essential oils, a cozy robe, like I got my space heater going over here, having a space heater, feeling all warm and cozy. Sometimes it's not having caffeine for at least 6 to 8 hours before bedtime, because we know that, that can cause our brain and cause our body to kind of feel a little bit revved up. Studies do show that, sorry, I'm just getting over a cold. Studies do show that when we have a regular bedtime routine, not just for adults, but for kids, even babies, we sleep better, we sleep more sound, we sleep deeper. We fall into that REM sleep that is so important for our rest and recovery, and we do recover better. And as a personal trainer, I can't say enough about how important it is for muscle recovery and repair to get a good, solid night's sleep. Adults typically need about 7 hours of sleep. I know sometimes that seems unheard of. We just have to do our best, right? But we need about 7 hours each night to function properly, to feel rested and recovered. When we're not getting that, we can find that our cortisol levels increase, which in turn increases our insulin levels, which can then cause weight gain, which can cause inflammation, poor gut health, increase in sugary cravings. The list goes on and on, right? But here are a few things you can do to improve your nighttime routine. Number one, you can let your digestive system rest. Now, I know if you found that you can eat before bedtime and it doesn't affect your sleep, then this may not apply to you. But oftentimes, going to bed with a full stomach, a carb heavy meal, a bunch of sugar can really affect our digestion through the night, can affect our body's ability to really rest. If you're going to snack, maybe try to aim for a protein heavy snack before bedtime. Or if you're like me, I try to close the kitchen a couple hours before bedtime so I can just kind of let my body rest. Number two, turn off the screens, maybe at least an hour before bed. This was a big one for me because I used to be a huge TV watcher. I had to like fall asleep to, I'm like a National Geographic nerd. I love falling asleep to like National Geographic programs. But I thought that I had to have the TV on in order for myself to sleep. But I found keeping my room dark helps so much better. The screen time, especially that blue light, can mess with our circadian rhythms and affect our body's ability to get full rested sleep. So shut down the screens and grab a book. And let me get to this book real quick. I am a huge fan of Dr. Amy Shaw. I'll make sure that this book and her podcast is linked. She has a really great podcast. But reading before bed as a substitute for that screen time is a really great way to calm down your body and your mind. Also, another great way to calm down your mind is if your mind is running, wild at the end of the night, grab a notepad and keep it by your bed, and then jot down all those things that are on your mind, and that way they're out of your head and you can get some good sleep. Use a sleep mask that helps block out any light. Turn the temperature down in your room. We sleep with our house around 64 degrees at night, and it really helps you feel a lot more rested and get better sleep that way too. White noise, calming music, meditations. I use the Calm app as well, and my kids use and love that too. And it's really, really great for just kind of calming down your mind and your body at night too. And then sometimes, it helps with supplementation. And I take magnesium every night, especially magnesium glycinate, which has shown to help with rest, relaxation, helps our nervous system function properly. We do have a really great supplement at Hugh and Grace. I accidentally grabbed my morning one, but I do use the evening supplement for that specifically. It's magnesium that helps, like I said, with rest and relaxation. Lemon balm extract helps calm our mood, helps with relaxation. Suntheanine, which is a patented form of L-theanine, also clinically proven to show that state of relaxation and improve our sleep quality as well. And passion flower extract in there that helps us with feeling more calm. And then you're off to Never Never Land. I hope these tips were helpful. I hope you remember how important it is to prioritize yourself. I know we prioritize everyone else and everything else this time of year, and I hope you take time to prioritize you and get the rest that you deserve. Now, let me pass this over to Devela, who has something really sweet for you guys.
Hi, I am Devela, and I am actually a recovering perfectionist. I used to be an all or nothing kind of gal until I truly embraced grace. And I had to do that because I actually had a counselor once that told me that the amount of stress that I was producing by focusing on what I could or couldn't have was probably more detrimental to my health than actually not eating healthy. So today I embrace the 80-20 rule, which is huge because sometimes when we stress, what's the first thing to go? Caring for ourselves. But what if we just focused on simple swaps, start small and work your way up? I've heard a lot of people say, but food or dessert brings me joy. So I want to share a yummy, healthy, and hormone supportive, stress supportive dessert options for you that I love that also bring me and my husband joy. You might have heard earlier not to eat before bed. And yes, for some, that is definitely true. If you struggle with digestion or if you struggle with like snacking, might not be for you, but one thing I can tell you is just to get in tune with your body. Try some things out, adjust your diet, adjust your timing of when you eat, see what works best for you. I feel like we're always evolving, and that's okay. None of us are going to be exactly the same. So do what works for you. My husband and I, we have sweet tooths, and what works for us and our ice cream loving selves is that we make like actual ice cream from or with our Ninja Creamy. And the Ninja Creamy was an investment that we saw that was well worth it for us because of how much we loved ice cream or loved a sweet treat. And so I want to share a couple recipes with you that are healthier swaps, and they all are using cacao, which I love. It is extremely good for you, and it is extremely good and tasty. So the first one, obviously, is the Ninja Creamy that we use. And you just mix the cacao with your choice of milk, a little bit of honey or maple syrup, and then you can actually add collagen or you can add protein powder, like our Triple Boost or something like that with it, for more protein, but you definitely don't have to. You can just do it plain with milk and a sweetener of your choice. You freeze that for about 4 hours minimum. Whip it up in your Ninja Creamy, garnish it with fruit, coconut whip, or shavings, seeds, nuts, peanut butter, whatever you would like, or just eat it plain like I do. And it tastes like a Wendy's Frosty, if you know what I'm saying. If you don't have a Ninja Creamy, you can also make a chia seed pudding. And I also mix that with cacao. And it is so good. You can have it as a sweet treat at night, or if you have found that you can't eat anything after dinner because of your digestion or the way that your body processes, you can actually have that for breakfast. And it is so, so good. And then my other favorite before bed sometimes is just a simple hot cocoa. And you can mix the cacao with a broth of your choice. So you could do beef broth, you can do chicken broth, bone broth, and that also adds to the health benefit component of the cacao. So I'm going to be sharing a link to these recipes. I put them all together in a Google Doc just for you. So that way you can try them yourself. Embrace grace. Take that from someone who is most definitely continuing to learn that herself. And start small. Start with simple actions that lead to big, lasting results. So now I'm going to give it over to Megan so that way she can bring it home for us.
All right. Thanks so much, Javela, for wrapping us up with that. And when I said at the beginning that you might want to have something else on your Christmas list, for me, it was the Ninja Creamy, because what I knew what Javela was going to be talking about when she shared it with me the first time, I was like, now you're going to make me want a Ninja Creamy. Anyways, if those of you who have it want to tell us in the comments what you like to make with it, would love to hear, because I feel like that's going on the Christmas list. A little bit of a late ad, but nonetheless, I am so grateful for everyone who shared, and I hope you took away little tips and little things, and maybe a reference or two of how you can more easily manage the calm through the chaos this season. Just wanted to take a minute to share with you a few recap of what was shared. So Nico talked about morning routine, and this was honestly the first products from Hue and Grace that I started using. Guys, it makes your routine so simple. Everything within the Hue and Grace catalog is designed to be just that simple, to where it's almost would make it harder for you to try not to do it. So the morning routine has 3 pieces in it. We've got Hydrate Detox, we've got our collagen, and we've got our AM supplement. Now, the cool thing about these products is that the ingredients within each of them were so specifically designed and put together to help your body maximize its optimum function. When we think about what our body needs to perform all the variety of hormonal functions in our body, it boils down to a lot of vitamins and minerals that ideally should be in our soil and in our food. But unfortunately, due to so many changes and lack of regulation in the United States, we don't have that. These supplements help give your body the things that you need to allow each of these functions to operate within your body. When your body's operating in an optimum way, every other thing will improve. I always say a rising tide lifts all ships, right? A full foundationally supported solid hormone system impacts your whole body, your mood, your energy, your sleep, your stress response, your metabolism, everything. is also interconnected. What these products do are help you manage all of it. The one thing I want to really call out within the Hydrate Detox is the glutathione that's in there. It's a master antioxidant, helps greatly with your stress. Your vitamin D complex within here with your CoQ10 and curcumin, this really helps with your mood and energy. When you're in a good mood and you have more energy, hopefully going to be less stressed. When your body feels hydrated and is detoxing properly, you're probably going to find that you feel better. Nobody wants to be backed up digestively. Let's just be real. You don't. This helps. This really helps whenever you are maybe eating some not so great things through the holiday season. The glutathione that's in the Hydrate Detox is going to help your body bind to the toxins that are in the foods or in the environment that you're exposed to and get rid of them because we want them out. But because we're so overburdened, sometimes we need a little bit extra help. These really help with that. The collagen, whoops, drop that. The other thing with collagen I want to mention, you want to make sure collagen that you're using has all three types, types 1, 2, and 3. Most collagens on the market only have types 1 and 3, and that makes a big difference when it comes to joint pain. So commonly, we eat inflammatory foods, even things that we think maybe are healthier but have a seed oil in them and can cause inflammation in our body. We tend to feel that in our joints. This collagen, because it has all three types within it, not only helps your hair, skin, and nails, it helps your interior gut lining, it helps your joints, it helps your bones, which can be really helpful this time of year as well. Tanya talked to us a lot about the cleaning products. I don't know about you, but if you've ever, my family went to a restaurant not long ago. We sat down and we were like, can you smell the bleach? Like they just bleached this table before we got here. Not the ideal thing, but besides the point, you can smell that, right? To some people, Clorox bleach is the clean smell. That's not what I want. I want clean, fresh, and non-toxic. There are so many products in our everyday products in our cupboards, in our environment that we're coming across that are filled with toxins. If you want to reduce what your body has to process on a daily basis, what your liver is trying to get out, your body recognizes these toxins. The problem is there's so many going on in our environment, it can't get rid of them all so fast. The glutathione will help your body bind to those toxins and get rid of them. But we can also reduce that toxic load. Something so simple as switching out your cleaning products to natural, non-toxic options in these beautiful glass bottles, which is super special too. That can really help you help with your liver support because you're taking away something that it would have to process, right? Ashley talked to us about nighttime support. This was something I could immediately feel when I started using it. The PM supplement here for me replaced the melatonin that I was arguably addicted to for far too long. I didn't know that I could use vitamins and minerals to help me naturally fall asleep without the aid of melatonin. The lemon balm, the L-theanine, the magnesium that's in this helps put your body into a more relaxed state, helps you get more sound sleep, deep sleep, restorative sleep, so that when you wake up in the morning, you actually feel rested. There's no groggy feeling. Here's the thing, when we're stressed, we're putting a lot of work on our body. If we don't get proper sleep, we don't allow our body to recover, we're carrying that stress into the next day. I got an Aura ring recently, and it's been really cool to see how my sleep is impacted when I take this and what the numbers show. I geek out over all that data. It makes me, I don't know, I get really curious about it. But I found that this particular supplement has been such a game changer in helping me not just fall asleep, but stay asleep. I don't know about you guys, but I was somebody who literally used to wake up every night to the bathroom. Every night. Every single night. I rarely do that now. Now, because I talked about it tonight, I probably will, right? Knock on wood. But I'll say a little prayer that I continue getting super sound sleep because it's a beautiful thing when you can lay your head down, fall asleep fast, not like knock you out, just calm, fall asleep, get restful sleep, and wake up in the morning ready to rock your day. Something like this. Again, L-theanine, lemon balm, magnesium, things that are everyday common things put together in a way to help maximize how you feel. And then the last piece, and I was really hoping I was going to show you my cacao. I just don't have it yet, but it'll be here tomorrow. The cacao. And this is something that I have heard about for years. And I personally can't wait to get my hands on it. When Devela shared with us how she would make these cacao ninja creamy bowls, I was like, oh my gosh, that sounds like the best thing. My kids love ice cream. I don't love what conventional ice cream has in the ingredient label these days. I love the idea of mixing in this cacao that has so many other health benefits that can help again, it's an adaptogen. It helps your body adapt to life situations, to your stress. This can be such a great way, but also it can help you reduce maybe the excess sugar that you're having, maybe help give your body a little extra boost with the complexes within our cacao blend. I know that I could go on and on, but we wanted to keep this short. We wanted to keep this in a way that you have some ideas of things you can implement, some podcasts that you can listen to, a book you can read, a journal you can use, products that you could implement to reduce your toxic load, to rid the toxins in your body, to more easily fall asleep and manage your stress, that you can stay calm through this holiday season. On behalf of everyone on our team that invited you to be a part of this event, thank you. Thanks for taking the time out of your busy day to join us. Can't wait to share more with you as we continue along this journey. Have a very wonderful next 2 weeks of this holiday season. And more than anything, find the joy. Find the joy in the season and embrace it and reduce your stress. Take your calm through the chaos.